All right, so what we're doing today is we are making a service tool quick cart. So what we've got is the cart is from, I think it's from Sam's Club, and it's just it's actually from Lowe's. It's just a metal cart with like a bamboo top. People use it in their kitchens, I think. What we've done is we just put some pegboard on the sides. And if you'll notice up top here, we put pegboard and we just screwed it together and we screwed it down to the top. And what this is going to allow us to do is when we do our routine services like change the oil in something or change the air filter, all of our tools for that service is going to be right here. We're going to have, and we're still working on mocking it up, we're going to have our oil filter wrenches on one side, any kind of screwdrivers or sockets right here. We're going to have a place for our 2 oil pans. On this side is going to be some tubes that we hook up to our equipment to drain the oil down so it doesn't get all over the equipment. We'll also have a little trash can mounted, so when the guy's working on it, he can put the filter right in here and then take it and dump it in our larger trash can. So what we're trying to do is when we pull a piece of equipment in, we roll this cart over and we can service it. We've got everything is going to be shadow outlined in one place. I'm taking some hot glue and we're gluing the pegs in place, you can see, so they can't be moved. So it's not the prettiest, but it'll work just so they're not moved, so people can't switch hooks around, and so they don't fall out. So that'll really help us out. Okay, so to start off, what we've done is we've taken all of the tools that we needed to do our service. Our grease gun, we use 2 different size pliers, a 3/8 ratchet, the sockets that we need, just the sockets we need for doing a service, not a complete set. Some adjustable wrenches, and we've kind of laid it out on this table, plus all of our hooks, and we're just trying to arrange it in a way that everything fits so that everything will be together as far as all of our hand tools will be here. If you notice, we've got just 4 ratchets, or ratcheting wrenches, 10 millimeter, 13, 14, and 15 millimeter. This is for all of our equipment. This is all the wrenches that we need. We don't want a complete set because then that would be like a waste, because it's hanging there taking up space and we don't need it for doing just our services. Okay, so here's our tools. If you notice, we just put a little spot of pink spray paint on them so that everyone knows that if a tool has pink on it, it goes on our quick service cart. We come here and we've just taken a Sharpie and outlined all of our tools. So if a guy picks a wrench up or a pair of vice grips, he can grab those and he knows exactly where they go because it's got the outline, so that everyone in our shop and our facility knows that pink is a quick service cart. They walk over to it, they see something missing, they put it up there with these hooks being hot glued. Those hooks aren't going anywhere, so they're really firm. Just general service. We'll start on this side. We've got our air wrench, air chuck, or not air wrench, air gauge. Our 3 filter wrenches that we use. If you come in here, you'll see we've got everything with a shadow line around it, and also we labeled it filter wrench, band filter wrench, small filter wrench, large filter wrench. On the side here, we've got a little bucket here for trash, and we've got a little bucket where we put our rags. If you notice, when you take these off, it says trash can. This is so if we wheel it outside and we're doing an oil change on a mower, we can just put our filter right in here real quick and then take this and dump it in the large trash can, so we're not having to carry a dirty filter around. And we've made these hooks, just bent these hooks up, and we hot glued everything. We also came up with this. These are our hoses on some of our equipment. The motors are tucked up inside the machine, so we have these hoses that fit on a little nipple with a drain valve, so that we can run the oil out of the machine so it doesn't get messy. So we came up, this is just 1-inch PVC with a 1-inch ball valve, because after you use these hoses, oil stays in them and there's really no way to get the oil out. So we figured we'll just take them, stick them up like this. That'll allow all the oil to drain down. When the oil gets accumulated, we can just open our valve and drain it into a pan. On this side, you can see here, we've got a shelf for the oil pan, and we're getting another new oil pan to go on the bottom. So that'll hold our oil pans. We've got our 2 pair of vice grips. This is so we can change the blades on our mowers. These are the wrenches that are needed for changing the oil. Just the wrenches we need. We don't want any extra up here. Our 3 sockets for our tractors, a little ratchet there, and then 3 adjustable wrenches because we have some equipment that has plastic caps that we've got to take off. So that's this side. Here on this side, we actually have more space than what we need. We've just got our grease gun here, and we've got a lock and lube. Works really good for all of our fittings. And yeah, that's the whole cart.